technology moves so fast and everything. Like if you think about it, almost like what you were saying, Clark, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, what was an influencer? No one had an idea about like what that is, and like TikTok. And it's crazy how fast technology moves. Now, I will say this too, though, with how fast technology moves, and almost like what you were saying, Seth, like you just get like stuck in like these lives and like different feeds and everything like that. Do you think we're learning more now though? Because I always stumble across like things like, oh, did you know about this about the solar system? And it's like, no, I didn't know that. Or it's like, hey, this is how you can like those life hacks, and it's like, oh shit. And funny thing, Seth, you said you always keep like a thing of lint to like start fires.
Yeah.
Today I did it. Like I grabbed the lint out of my dryer, and I started like a fire because we were cooking out tonight. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. And I did it.
Yeah.
Like I used a flint fucking
Yeah.
starter and everything, and I was like, holy shit, this fucking starts
Yeah.
fast. So
The more low tech you can start a fire, the way more satisfying it is.
yeah, right. Just two sticks, just
Yeah, it's super primal. I love it.
yes. But I mean, do you guys think that's like a fair statement? Like we're learning more, or is it just something?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, well, that's one of the upsides. The downside is that you have what I'm worried about is like the however young to like 20-year bracket of kids. Like I really do see that whole rewiring of your dopamine system thing being a problem, because if something can be that addicting to where it's such a time suck, and then you just kind of feel like after scrolling through a billion lives, you kind of feel like you're in a daze, but then so you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to sleep, and then you're like, oh, I wonder, I'm gonna go check this. And it's like that old thing, because I don't have Facebook or that kind of stuff anymore. Like just that like social media to keep track of people. Like I don't like that. I don't like Facebook at all. And I remember years ago, refreshing a lot to see what new was going on. And then later on, I was like, I kind of instinctually got rid of it because I just didn't like it. It like amplifies people's worst qualities in some instances. And so I just got rid of it and only did like Instagram and stuff because it's just photos. It's fun.
Yep.
Then later on, all these things where people were talking about like, yeah, no, every time you scroll, hear a ding, you get a tiny hit of dopamine. And I think that there's like going to be a generation of zombies after a while, like, or they don't have any social skills or whatever. I think there's going to be like this dopamine burnout. The same thing you see with like ex addicts. They're kind of like half in and out, and they don't follow like a normal kind of logical thread of how someone would behave. I see that for people that are unaware of what they're doing to themselves, or don't have the discipline to just cut themselves off. Like the only thing I've got going for me is I can quit something cold turkey and just like shed it like instantly. But I don't know. I just see like this weird generation that's gonna completely. It'll be the final nail in the coffin to this empire.
I got something to add to that, but Clark, what are your thoughts on that? What do you think?
Well, I want to agree first off with everything you just said, but offer a rebuttal as well. I think when it comes to the learning portion, learning is inherently something you want to do and something you have to have a drive for. I mean, I can go ahead and say I was simultaneously one of the worst students and one of the best students ever, because when something interests me, I will like grab it and not let go until I know everything about it. But at the same time, if it's not part of my algorithm, I'm going to scroll right past it.
Yeah.
And like what we're doing here right now, doing this because we're people that inherently like to talk about a topic and go as deep as you can into it and find out and learn more. But like I said, that's not 90% of the population. That's probably not even 60% of the population. I mean, we're talking about the average person. What is the average person actually going to learn or going to like investigate further when they do see one of those TikToks that teaches them something?
That is up and weird.